Hi there, it's Moira McDonald. A couple of weeks ago I got the most beautiful journal from Cheryl Stark. It is positively beautiful, not to put too fine a point in it. Look at the size yet. Absolutely immaculata. Cheryl's style's quite different from mine. And you know, you don't really think too much, or at least I don't think too much about having a style. But when I look at Cheryl's work, I think, yeah, you do. You have the really messy style, Moira. Cheryl's, I'm not going to go through this from cover to cover because it'll probably take me far too long because there's so much in it. But Cheryl's work is just positively immaculate. There are beads everywhere, and not only are there beads, but they're very attractive beads. There are journaling spots everywhere. It is, you know, I mean, her tags are just so neat. And I would like to think I'm neat myself, but I think I can safely say, having seen Cheryl's work, I'm neat in other ways. But Cheryl's is just immaculate. Absolutely beautiful. If you don't follow her, I'll put a link to her channel in the wee description box, but I would thoroughly recommend that if you don't follow her, you do. She has tucks in every nook and cranny, and I think that, I'm assuming this is an Artemase paper pad she's used, well, digital. It looks, I know she's very fond of Artemase's things, digital kits. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. So anyway, and as a response, I said, I'll make you a journal, right? So I set out in typical Moira fashion to make the journal, and I started with the cover. Did the cover a couple of weeks ago. Perio came to visit, so that kind of stopped me from doing an awful lot. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I really enjoyed Perio's company, but I'd made a cover and everything, and I looked at the cover and I was quite happy with it. Then I started making the papers, and they didn't fit the cover, so we started again. So this is what I have made, and you know, it's screamingly different. It's just, I realise I'm not in Cheryl's league, and she'll laugh when I say things like that, but I really feel, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm just a different style altogether, and I love her style, but it's not one I can copy. I don't know what it is about me, but I see folk that are really, really neat, immaculate books, and I would love to make a book like that, but I make Moira books, and that's the bottom line. So anyway, here's a Moira book for Cheryl. It is made from one of these kind of boho type cushion covers, and I have added a wee trim along the top. One signature, because I'm a one signature type person. I don't like doing more than one signature because I seem to have terrible bother lining things up. Hold on, I want to try and get this book in the cover. There's my feet. With my slippers. Anyway, I've added lace to the top and bottom because, again, my pages were that wee bit big. So, you know, you cover up for these things. Anyway, let's get right in here. This is only fabric. I've used sari silk. I think it's actually the same sort of sari silk as I've used for the cover, for the binding. On the inside, I have used initially a piece of craft cardstock, and I've made a wee pocket here that's attached to the, oh, by the way, it is what we call a boho botanical journal, because it is boho, but it's got a lot of flowers and birds and butterflies and bees and things like that. So it's boho botanical, because again, it's a Moira journal, so you know, why would it be one thing? Anyway, made a wee pocket here which I've sewn around the edges just to attach the papers that are forming the pockets, and I have attached this particular panel to the inside cover. The first thing I've included is a kind of fortune teller type card, or what do you call them? A tarot card. It's a French one, and it is surprise or surprise, I think they say in French, because it was intended as a surprise. I mean, she knows I'm making it, but then I've got a tag that I made using some, what do you call it? Tim Holtz scrapbook and paper. This is it's a vellum sticker that I got from Wish. Absolutely love them. And here I have used just from one of the boho type, what do you call them, wee embellishments I got recently. I cut out the leaves and added that to the tag. That fits in the back. I made a wee book. Pirio, if you're watching, you'll recognise this. Pirio, when she visited from Germany, we went to see the Charles Rennie Mackintosh exhibition at Glasgow University, at Glasgow Art Galleries, and she bought a wee set of these cards and split them between us. I have used my card to make a wee pocket on the inside here with a wee tag in it, and I have used this side for some paper to make little notes, and on the back there is another pocket with a big tag, and that fits inside there. I got, when Pirio was over visiting, we went into Paper Chase and we got, Caroline was with us. Hello Caroline, hello hen, hello. We got some brads. So I got itty bitty brads and normal brads, and I noticed, I was watching a video by Cheryl last night, and she has her brads all set out in a lovely wee container, and it you know, it looks really, she's got them all colour coded and whatever. My brads in the meantime are just, you know, fired away at the bottom of a drawer, away in the deepest recesses of my drawer, and I call it my brad pit. So that's where my brads are, in the brad pit. Anyway, back to the journal. Tim Holtz scrapbook and paper, just ordinary coffee stained paper here, and I've stamped a butterfly in the corner. Over here we've used a piece of sari silk and just a paper ruffle on top. The ruffle's been sewn, and then I just used glue to attach both to the page. I used vellum to do some kind of, what do you call them, bohemian type gypsy women from Pinterest, and cut that out. Used a glue stick to attach it, because you can see when you use vellum and you try to glue it, if you use normal glue you can generally speaking see it, so it has to be a very very fine layer of glue you use. So I just used a glue stick for that, and I did a tag here, did some layering of washi, quite an attractive washi paper, one of these vellum stickers, and a stamp. Music page here. On this page I have done a wee, what do you call those wee things, a wee tab with some fabric from sari silk, just an envelope that I die cut there. Over the page, piece of Tim Holtz here, and I've attached one of the boho decorations that I got recently. A couple of tags. This just coffee stained paper, variety of book pages, and some corrugated card, and this is another one of these vellum stickers. Here I did a circular one, again using Tim Holtz paper, one of the boho, what do you call them, vellum, oh gosh, I've got, I would say I've got writer's block if I wrote, I've got YouTuber's block. I just can't, I can't say a coherent sentence, sorry about that. Vellum sticker here, this is printed out in vellum, again from Pinterest. And it's just fit in there. I'm quite enjoying doing circular type tags. I think it's because I've watched a lot of videos on, what do you call them, the circular ATCs, or artist trading coins as they now are. Folded over doily here, and this tab, I don't have the you know how you get the wax seals? I don't have that. So what I did was, I did some stamping on the back of this, added a piece of book page, and then I used the thick embossing enamel, which is 2-colour, it just so happens, and heated it up from the underside and stamped on it with just a normal stamp. You just stamp it, leave it for a wee while, and then take it out. Ideally, if you are going to do that with your stamp, it's quite a smart move to either stamp the stamp with ink first, because it eases release. Either use ink or what do you call it, Versamark, which is the embossing type ink. Right, here I have a piece of just a stamped butterfly, another one of these wee tabs, and I put a wee bead on it. Up here I have a corner tuck, quite intricate image here that was die cut. I got this particular die when I was with Powyo in Glasgow. We managed to find a bricks and mortar craft shop which is closing, as far as I'm aware, sometime this week, so we cleared them out. What they had left we bought. Here I have made a file folder myself using, again, scrapbooking paper from Tim Holtz. This is one of the vellum stickers, and inside I've put a couple of wee envelopes made with my envelope punch board. I haven't put anything in them yet, but they're there for Cheryl if she's got any wee bits and bobs to put away. Book page, and here I have done a little, what do you call it, we kind of collage with a tag. The tag itself I've covered with washi paper, washi tape, one of those stickers from Wish, a little itty bitty doily, a stamp, and this is one of the images that I downloaded from Pinterest onto vellum. Again, paper ruffle on top of a piece of sari silk. It's a very colourful book. I made a concerted effort to make sure it was as colourful as was humanly possible to be. Talking of bee, here we go, 3 wee bees stamped there. Over the page, this is a scrap. You seen this, Caroline? A scrap, Tell the Wain. Another piece of Tim Holtz, and I've cut it tag shape, used sari silk to form a ribbon on it. Another one of my tags here, and another wee pin with a wee bead. Notes. Here I've got another wee intricate cut corner pocket, and you saw me making this, well, not this particular one, this was the first one I did, but it's one of my wee tags, and there is a tutorial on how I do those if you look through my videos. And another wee tag just with some, this is, I think it was a napkin on a piece of card, and then I blared it up on a slightly bigger piece of paper. Another piece of boho fabric. This is a sticker here, it's an embossed sticker, it's very textured. Here is washi tape. One of my images from Pinterest, together with a piece of sari silk, and another one of my wee tags with some layering. Another sticker here, and some more there. Here's another one of the boho embellishments I got, and I sewed that onto the page. Over the page I've got a tip-in piece of sari silk, and I had some kind of metal beaded embellishments. See, I must confess, when I bought these, I actually thought I looked at the picture and I thought they were fabric, and it was only when they arrived that I realised they were metal, but they're sort of threaded together. But they're very attractive and they go well with the theme of this. Here, another one of those vellum stickers. I die cut the page and put the image behind it of the vellum lady. Over here I used washi tape to just form a square around it, just to make sure it was held down okay. And here is corner tuck, another tag that I made fairly recently, some layered stamping in the back. page beaded folding. Haven't done anything fancy with the centre. Might add beads, I don't know. Either way, I think I need to trim that up a wee bit. Another one of the images on vellum here, and again washi tape round about it. Die cut on that side, and another sticker here. Stamping up here with one of my tags. Another circular kind of boho type. Oh, look at this shiny, shiny. Here, another one of my tags. Doily again here, and little bead on this one. Little die cut here, and I'm using it to... I did actually manage to burn that page when I was melting the embossing powder. Again, I don't know if it's going to show up, it's a kind of purple / black embossing powder. And again, it was stamped using a stamp. Some background stamping and just a piece of torn paper. Some more collage here, using scraps and one of the vellum images, paper ruffle. That's a scrap up there. Went kind of wild on the collage front here, mainly because I had stamped underneath this and it didn't come out very well. Usually I always stamp, generally speaking, before I put the pages in, but for some reason didn't do it this time. Made a mess of it, so I thought I need to cover that up in some way, so I did a collage on this page. There was some nice stamping at the bottom, but you can see through the vellum here to see what's there, and there's a wee brad pit up the top. Another one of the boho embellishments and a scrap here. Another boho embellishment there. Oh, another tip in. And again more of that metallic trim. Cut from an Edith Holden. I think this is from some Tim Holtz embellishment pack. And I thought this was quite funny. It's the woman consultant, and that's what we all are, I think, on YouTube. We're all consulting on each other to find out how do you do that. I just thought it was quite witty for this. And another one of my tags. I didn't put anything in that, but again it can be used as a tuck. This gentleman he signifies success. There's the tab that I made recently. There's a video on how I did the layered stamping. Here I've just added some layered paper with one of the vellum stickers over the top. That's one of the embossed stickers again. Some wee bit stamping there, Tim Holtz ephemera, and a scrap Tim Holtz page. And at the back, what I did was I took a square, or rectangle should I say, of craft card, and I wove some, not very well, but I wove some of the sari silk that I'd left from having made the rest of the book, and sewed round about it with a zigzag stitch, then just attached the panel to the back of the book. I just thought it's more colour, and I like colour. Wee beaded trim at the top here. Don't think I really went over that in any great detail. So that's my book, and I hope Cheryl likes it. I don't know if she's going to watch the video or if she's going to wait till it shows up. I did tell her I would be making the video, and she said she'll try and be strong not to watch. But that's it anyway. I hope everybody likes it. I certainly hope Cheryl likes it. I know it's very different from the style she does herself, but then I think that's what makes the community of junk journalers so good, is the fact that there are so many different styles. Some folk make immaculate books, and I admire from afar, because I'm not in that league. and ironically everybody that I'm really friendly with, you know, like Perio, Cheryl, Lisa in Thingy in Scotland, they're all immaculate, and I really am in awe of these people, because I feel when I look at my stuff by comparison, I'm quite grungy, not grungy, but kind of rustic, I think. I mean, I'm neat, but just not nearly as neat as they are. Anyway, that's us. No point in me waffling on here. Thanks very much for your time today. I shall see you all again soon. I am planning on doing a wee kind of series of videos, a kind of craft with me type thing that will be culminating in a giveaway when I'm done. But that could take the better part of a fortnight, the way things go with me. But anyway, keep your eyes peeled if you're interested in my work. Thanks very much for your support in terms of subscriptions and comments. I love talking to you, as you know. So thanks very much, and I shall see you all soon. Jazz hands, jazz hands. Wee bit dancing there. Right, bye guys, thanks very much. Bye.